difference between a lot of the new age information and the traditional information. So that's what I wanted to really highlight and bring the attention to. A lot of information has been spread that has confused the two. And so I wanted to differentiate. Now, there are a lot of people who are practicing both. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, of course. This is not something that is like uncommon. This is something, in fact, that a lot of people nowadays do actually resonate with. However, there are a lot of different traditional practices. I'm not going to go into all of them. However, there are different ones from different cultures, such as you can go into the traditional Indian, Hindu, Sikh, Jainism. You've got Chinese, that's more of the Buddhism actually. I think I might have mentioned that as Indian, but that's also, it's more Tibetan. But anyway, as I was saying, basically the traditional practices that I'm talking about today are actually more European practices. So these are things like tarot reading actually. Oh wait one moment. No worries. As I was saying, so you've got palmistry, tea reading. These are things that originate from the more European roots. You've also got, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called when you sing songs, hymn writing and singing, and things like this, which are more traditional spiritual practices. And these are quite a lot different from the more new age chakra practices. Now, not of course all chakra practices are new age, because a lot of them do come from the Upanishad teachings of the chakras, where the lotus flower points are pointing upwards, but this is not something that I'm going to get into today. However, I am going to, over on my tarot, hello love, over on my tarot channel, I'm going to do a reading mediumship. So I do have a list of things to do. However, I've kind of just been going free flow recently within my life, because I've just been finding that getting into a flow state, getting more into like moving according to with what is going on with the energy, and moving my body to the energy of the universe has been helping me a lot, because I've been finding that I've been met with a lot of brain fog. I'm not sure if you guys have been having the same ascension symptoms, probably due to these blooming things. Oh, you can't see it, can you? There you go. I'm going to go on to a rant about technology right now, but basically what I wanted to actually talk about is mediumship. And one of the things I wanted to talk about today when it comes to, wow, that sun is beautiful. Let's see if I can catch some solar flares, even though this is not supposed to be about that. Oh, there's some. I'm not advertising anyone. So let's just stop and just cross the road. Anyway, as I was saying, so basically when it comes to mediumship, this is one of the more traditional practices. So a lot of people are a little bit skeptical when it comes to mediumship, because so I've had people ask me myself, are you hearing voices? Are you seeing things? And it's actually not like that, not at all. It's completely different. So it can range from different things, but I wanted to teach you guys how to actually know when you have got spirit around you yourself, so that you don't have to rely on my tarot readings. Of course, I know many people will prefer to do that, and I do myself. like to listen to other psychic mediums, and especially just to confirm that my intuition isn't going all over the place. So I do find that that is helpful for myself, and especially when you're first starting off, it's really helpful to listen to a different range of people, not just one person, but a different range of people, because you'll find that you get the best advice because you can listen to all the different opinions. So, as I was saying, basically, okay, that was kind of like a creepy guy who was giving me evils. So, anyway, as I was saying, basically, it's cool. I can take my sunglasses out because I'm out in nature now. But basically, one of the ways that I know when spirit is around me is because of the bodily sensations. So, depending on different ancestors or different spirits, you will feel different things. So one of the things that you will notice is that if you have a more malevolent or a more darker, lower vibrational spirit around you, you may find that you're feeling cold, because this is not Reiki energy, this is not healing energy. So you're going to find that you're met with uncomfortable sensations. And now, of course, you may just be under the weather. Don't just always blame any goosebumps or sweating or things like that on feeling spirit around you, because you may just have a fever, you may just be unwell. So it is important to always listen to your own intuition. However, as I was saying, there are different things that you will notice coming up within your environment. Now, there may be certain things that remind you of them. So, for example, if they had a favourite animal, you may notice that favourite animal is around your home a lot. So, this is just a confirmation that their spirit animal is looking out for you and protecting you. This is helpful to know that your ancestors or your guides or whoever it is that you are trying to talk with, your friends, whoever it is, your lost loved ones, whoever it is that you lost. It's important to know that when their spirit animals come around you, it's not necessarily a sign that there is a spirit around you. What it means is their love is protecting you still. It's the same as when you stick. I'm not sure if I can say other people's names on. Hold on one moment. I'm not sure if I can say other people's names on here. I'm sure I can. I'm not sure if there would be any problems with that, but I'll just say a mystic had a talk about this similar and brought up to my attention that sometimes I'm just going to sit down here. There's a lot going on around me. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. I was distracted by a pedal bike, a little stabilizer bike. So I completely just cannot remember what this video is even about. I know this sounds like a strange thing to say, but I've got really bad brain fog now, so I'm just gonna end this video. Give me a moment, I'll see if I remember. I remember what I was saying. It was about how basically there was a mystic who spoke about how in India they burn all of the clothes of their their relatives who have passed away and things like that, because quite often you will find that there is a lot of residual energy left, and that items will move after you have blessed them and after you've removed the energies of your loved one's static energy still leaving the object, so they will move, they will bounce, they will vibrate as your loved one's energy is still leaving the energy field. And you don't want to do much worrying and obsessing about bringing loved ones back and things like that, because if you try to bring your loved ones back, this is actually voodoo energy. This isn't Reiki healing. This isn't life force energy. So, unfortunately, it's not something that you want to dwell on, because when your loved one has passed over to a higher light form, a higher light body, it means that they have finished their work as their physical incarnation. So it is important to make sure that you are able to look out for whatever signs and symbols that they are around you when they are around you in spirit, because you unfortunately are not going to be able to bring them back in physical reality. However, you can definitely reincarnate your loved ones. You can definitely rebirth them. That's something that I do heavily, strongly agree. Allow for your previous loved ones to be born again. Sorry, as I was saying. Anyway, and that is a different thing from bringing the same person back from the dead, because that's a completely different process. If you're trying to do that, that's voodoo magic, and that's not the same thing. So yeah, with that being said, there are other signs. Black feathers, I just saw one, that's why I said it. So that's a sign that your ancestors are protecting you. Seeing crows is also a sign that your ancestors are protecting you as well, especially when you see a lot of them at once. Now, I won't go into the visual disturbances that you can get, because this is when you start to approach your, well, is it physical or is it spiritual? And this is where a lot of people will disagree. As I always leave disclaimers, I will always leave disclaimers. However, after the week I have had, I don't really want to talk too much about that side of things. So there are other channels that will speak about things like orbs, things like seeing black flickers and things like that. That's not something that I'm going to choose to talk about today. However, it's not necessarily something that I'm not open to discussing. But yeah, with that being said, that's all I wanted to say today. There's a difference between the newer age chakra work, where we are talking about working on specific areas of our bodies to increase our life force, our prana, our energy, and traditional old-fashioned methods of spiritual healing. And it doesn't really matter whatever you resonate with, whether you are someone who is more of a physical being, who is someone who is more grounded, or if you are someone who is more spiritual. It doesn't matter if you're someone who is going to go down a more traditional route, or is going to go down a more new age or a more technological based route. It doesn't matter, but whatever it is that you would like to do, it is important to realize that there is a difference between each one, because otherwise you may find that you are getting a little bit confused, because when you start to go through all of the different sciences, it can be really confusing, especially when you are first going into it. So yeah, you can check out on Tiamat's Tarot this evening the tarot card reading, and then you can also check out over on, basically you can check out on Tiamat's Tarot what tarot card readings I offer, and you can check out on Holistic Healing by Tiamat all of the other different things that I offer, such as the New Age Reiki healing things. So you can check out the Reiki healing things on Holistic Healing by Tiamat, and the Mediumship readings on Tiamat's Tarot. And yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit lethargic, if you're wondering why I'm like, I don't feel very well today. So see you later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.